Check 1, 2, check. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Ruse House here in Canton. The Ruse taking on the Lakers from Oswego today. Should be a good one. Yesterday, an outstanding contest in Oswego. These two teams battled. Identical alone got a third period goal. One of the game. Terrific goaltending by Molly Lenahan yesterday. 44 save shutout. Just amazing. And Ruse came home with a 1-0 win. A tough place to win, that's for sure. Oswego's a tough place to win. As a matter of fact, if you recall last year, that's where the Ruse season ended. 2-1 loss in the first round of the SUNY Canton playoffs. So certainly a very satisfying win for Canton yesterday, and they're going to try to pull another one off here today. Strong Lakers. 7-1 record. Lakers are 10-1 overall. Off the draw, it's back in the Canton zone. And the Ruse will control. Here's the deal. Boards. Lakers back to boards. Bouncing to the side of the net. It's in front. Snag it. First stop of the action. 20 seconds in. big one in SUNY. Conference games the rest of the way here for both of these two squads. As the Roos look to clear. Check here by the Lakers. Ooh, dangerous pass there with the Roos. Come up with it, bring it forward. Passwater is over the line on the right side. Lakers take over there. Oswego will have to clear it zone. Two teams digging forward a minute into the first period. Lakers into the Canton zone, coming in front. Steered aside. Schemenauer will clear it out for the Roos. Lakers quickly bring it back down the other way. That popped up over the stick. Lakers control, however. Here's a wrister that's blocked. Comes back to the Lakers. And they'll control here. Another wrist shot. That one's blocked. Nice job by Champ Jackson on that one. Another blocked shot for the Roos. Allows Asha Hansen to take it the other way. A little bit of late offsides against Canton, so the Lakers come back with the puck. This one fed in front, nice deflection, right hand there. Pretty play there, right out in front for the Lakers. Best scoring opportunity of the game so far, and that was a beauty. Blown tire here for Oswego. Dump it in. Lakers have done a nice job bottling up the Roos thus far. 2-on-2 back into the Canton end. Into the slot. This one's right on. And it's stopped by Lenahan. Lakers with the puck in the Roos zone. Tilly Petrick there. Drops it off. Here's a wrist shot, and Lenahan seeing everything early. She grabs that one with the glove. Lakers Roos just underway. A little over 3 minutes gone here in the first. Off the draw. Oswego controls. The feed in front is redirected. The big shove along the boards that'll enable the Roos to come up with the puck. That one an errant pass, stolen back by the Lakers. Here's a chance for them down in front of the backhand, hits the side of the net. Here's another feed in front. Good job hustling there by Danica Lalone, and she takes the puck away. As Lalone got in front of that one, and Roos needed her to, that's for sure. Shots on goal right now unofficially for Zip in favor of the Lakers. And we're going to get our first penalty of the game here. Penalty drawn by the Lakers. Abigail Dix was coming over the blue line on the left side. She got chopped down, and that's going to be a whistle against the Roos. Penalty against Ashton Morris. And the Lakers go on the power play. Here's a feed in front, redirected. Hold on. We got a whistle before the goal. And that one's going to be a no-goal. I put my head down for a second, so to be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure what happened on that play, but a beautiful play, really, and a redirection in front, top right corner. But that one was whistled off just before the puck went in the goal. Lakers control off the face-off yet again. They're on the power play for another minute 35. Here's Leah Coley. She'll go cross ice. Here's a feed in front. Gets by everybody. Comes back to Coley on the left side. Coley back to the right side. Now the high slot. That's Pinty. Pinty back to Coley. Cross ice. There's the shot, and he somehow gets through the crowd. Slides over into the corner. That goes off a skate. It might have went into the goal, but instead Coley's got it. Again, she'll fire. Rink wide for Cunliffe. Back to the high slot, and Lenahan saw that one coming off the stick of Pinty, and she'll hold on. 1:02 left on the power play for the Lakers. Looked like Lakers were going to control that draw. Jackson stepped in, though, and got a piece of it. Directed back over to the boards. Lakers had it, lost it. It bounces to the point, kept in yet again. Rue's going to fire that one out. It's not hard enough. As a result, the Lakers control. There's a feed behind the goal. Now back in front. That one was deflected and went off the post. Off the left post there and over into the corner. 28 seconds left on the Laker power play. And it's been a good one so far. Control. This is a feed in front. Pavlasova is going to shovel it over to the corner. Anna rides her player down to the ice. Comes back free for the Roos, and Beal gets it to the point but not out as the Lakers hold in. Again, Roos had the puck but failed to clear. Lenahan with a nice save on the wrist shot by Parenti. Now in behind the net. Lalone comes up with it. Penalty is over. Roos back at full strength. Beal wrapping it around the boards. Takes a good bounce for the Roos, and here they come back the other way. 2-on-1 if they hurry. How about a 2-on-2? Here's a wrister that's deflected wide. Passwaters goes back to get it. Plays it to the point. Roos try to get it deep. Lakers come up with it. Valaquette has it poked off her stick and into the corner. Lakers doing a great job controlling the action and the puck here in the first period. Here's Power. She'll dump in deep along the end boards. Cycled back down low. Valaquette there to disrupt. Jackson pokes it, can't quite clear it. Bouncing puck. And this one's going to come out. Sent back in by Power. She's met by O'Keefe. Sham Jackson back to get it. And the Roos clear to O'Keefe. O'Keefe over the blue line. She'll bring it down the left side, ridden off the block. Lakers come back the other way. Bouncing puck, bounces right back to Iverson. She tried to get it to the point. Deflected by Bywater, but Roos couldn't clear. Held in by Van Dam. Now to the high point. High slot. Wrist shot. That one's deflected high. Held in yet again by the Laker D. Good pinch. Good hold. Roos have a chance here. They'll go off the glass and out. Bywater trying to dig it free, and we'll get a whistle. 12:10 to go in the first. Lakers have controlled the play, but the Roos have held them off. Shots on goal right now, 7-1 in favor of Oswego. Lakers win this draw. Pavlasova will get it and go D to D. And the Roos look to bring it out. Carluccio plays it forward. Lakers had it for a moment. Roos shoot it in deep and check up simultaneously. Long pass to nowhere. Comes back to the Roos defense. There's Carluccio. Played up for Riley Enzel. She takes the wrister right on net. Steered wide of the goal. Might be the second time maybe I've mentioned Ava Christensen's name as she redirects that one over to the boards. This one will come back to Pavlasova. Anna shoots, and it's pushed wide. And we'll get a face-off in the Oswego zone. Haven't seen too many of those. Roos have weathered the storm early, trying to turn this one around a bit. Roos women's basketball trying to do the same. They were down 17 earlier in the game against Plattsburgh, and now they trail by just 5 with about a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. So that looks like it's shaping up to be a good game. Off the draw here. The Lakers clear it out, and they'll have a 2-on-1 if they hurry into the Roos zone. Here's the shot. Not much on it, and Lenahan makes it look easy. O'Brien there for the Lakers. She tries to backhand it in. Instead, it will come out to the blue line. This one's on net and just goes wide. Lenahan with another save. Power left side. Her cross-ice pass is intercepted. Look out. Here comes Pavlasova. Anna comes down left side. She tries to wheel her way in, and the puck's taken away. Nice job there by Julia Power for the Lakers. Pavlasova comes in, tried to send it deep. Roos will try to get some changes here as the Lakers move forward. Small and Pavlasova. They're defensively for Canton. And the Roos get it out. Schemenauer cleared. Comes back to Pavlasova. Anna with a rink-wide pass over to Valaket. Valaket moving it up. Just missed with the connection to Sham Jackson. And we'll get an icing against the Roos midway through first period. Face off. Right wing. Small for the Roos. Riccobelli for the Lakers. Poked free behind the net. Nice job by Valaket. That enables Schemenauer to clear. Puck back to the Lakers zone. In on the forecheck for Canton was Kyla Small. Comes all the way back to Valaket. Now back into the Lakers zone. We'll go zone to zone here. And then tied up in the neutral zone. Lakers looking to generate some offense once again. And here comes Iverson, and she'll put one on. Lenahan, solid yet again. She looks confident once again today as she steered everything away so far. Lakers are going to send this back in. That was Abigail Dix. Valaket around the boards. Roos tried to clear out. Borzo couldn't quite get it out. It comes back for Bywater. Now Valaket. Roos have a Passwaters and a Bywater. Kind of makes me thirsty. Yeah. And they both play on the frozen water. Got that one? Got that? Yeah, terrible, right? I know. I won't quit my day job. Bouncing puck. Roos get it in deep. 8.5 to go here in the first period. Out of the left corner trying to dig it out is Riley Anzel. The Lakers are going to take this one and clear. Roos could hustle and get back defensively as it slides off the stick of Julia Power. Back for Asha Hansen. Held in by the Lakers, and this one comes to Lenahan, and she'll cover it up. And the Roos will get some changes here. Megan Smith against Passwaters on the draw. Passwaters wins it. This one gets through a crowd, and Lenahan steers that one up into the netting behind the goal. This spin around shot goes just wide. Shot taken by Jenna Majewski. Here come the Roos back the other way. Full head of steam for Bailey Cote. Now shot in by Carocchio. She'll go back to retrieve it. Schemenauer as it slide away from her. Good hustle by Jackson as she goes after it in the Laker end. Sham falls to the ice. We got 4 or 5 players down there digging. Comes out to the point. Held in by Valaket, but taken back by the Lakers. Now a turnover. Here comes Small into the zone right side. Her wrister's right on. Long rebound controlled by the Roos. Dumped in deep. And held in yet again. Good effort there by the Roos. Here's a wrister that's sent back out to center ice. Lucy Beal in her own end. Over to Valaket. Lalone over the blue line. You get a whistle. I guess that was offsides. Both goalies looking sharp here early. Off to draw the Lakers. Controlled it momentarily. Now we're going to get a whistle. Not going to be an offsides again. Lakers coming out of their own end, and they'll send it in deep. Lila Cudney for the Roos, off the glass to center ice. And one of the Lakers, Lauren Riccobelli, touched that one before she was out of the zone, so we'll get a Lakers offside call. Lakers are coached by Mark Digby, his 7th season with Oswego. Grace Schnorr, Lexi Levy, Olivia Holmes, the assistant coaches for the Lakers. Pavlasova plays that one over. Carocchio had it come back to her. And now the Lakers will control along their own blue line. That's Riccobelli. Kind of sounds like I'm saying Rick O'Belly, but it's actually her last name is Riccobelli. We got that? Just wanted to make sure, because her name's Lauren. Here's Passwaters for the Roos. Back to Carocchio, out to center ice. Nifty play there. Chance here for the Roos. Wrist shot is right on, and that's a nice save by Ava Christensen as Isabella Passwaters stole it away and had the breakaway for the Roos. Best scoring opportunity of the game right there for SUNY Canton is Isabella Passwaters with a great opportunity on a nifty play. Come the Roos in once again, and that's a loose puck. It's in front. Bouncing puck still there. The Lakers are able to clear. Oof, nice scoring chances here for the Roos in the final 5 minutes of the first period. That puck was there for a long time. Stolen away yet again by SUNY Canton. Small gets held up. Manages to keep it in, though. Now the Lakers control. Couple uncharacteristic giveaways for the Lakers here in the last minute or two, allowing some chances for the Roos. Jackson spins and plays it forward. Comes back to her at center ice, and she'll just shoot this one in deep. Lakers get this to center ice. Again, it's Jackson taking it away. Panko plays this one off the boards. The Lakers have it tipped to the blue line. The Roos take it back away. Roos picking it up here. Here's Lalone. Danica over on the right side. She'll play in deep and get it herself. Danica alone along the end boards. She gets knocked to the ice. Dumped on, and we'll get a whistle. She's looking at the ref like nothing there. Nothing? Apparently not. 3:40 to go, period number 1. Oswego came out and unofficially had a lead in shots on goal 7-1. Since then, it's evened out a little bit. As a matter of fact, it's been 5 shots for the Roos and 4 for the Lakers since then. Here's a foot race to the puck. Lakers going to win that one, but Lenahan had the angle covered. Puck kind of came in deep on the goalie, and Lenahan played it wisely and kept it out of the net. Decent chance there, though, for the Lakers. And after a slow start, the Roos have come back, as I was saying, and have played much more even. Actually had the better of the chances here in the last couple of minutes. Anzel over on the right side. She's ridden into the boards. Passwater's after it. This one's going to come up the boards along the wing. Held in. Here's a feed in front. Shot goes wide. Good opportunity there for Anzel. Riley taking the feed from it was Cote. Oh, great hustle there for the Roos. Getting back in time to block that shot was Kira O'Keefe. Here's a chance in front. 2 saves by Lenahan. The original save, and then off the rebound is Molly Lenahan. Continues her fantastic weekend. And that second save in particular was a beauty as she kicked that one away. At center ice, taken away by Jackson. Here comes Sham Jackson into the slot. Her shot is right on. And it's a save made by Ava Christensen, the freshman from Wheaton, Illinois. So the Roos here continue to get some opportunities. Then again, so have the Lakers. And it's been end-to-end here in the last 5 minutes or so. Entertaining action here at the Roos house. This one comes all the way out and through center ice, gets by everyone. Pavlasova is there, and she'll whip this one along the boards. Penko trying to chase after it, and held in by the Lakers. Jackson's been all over the ice. She tries to clear it, gloved down by the Laker D. Nice play. Here comes a chance for Oswego in front. Lenahan's going to push this one in behind the net. Well done there by Kyla Small. She uses her body to shield the defender off the puck and clears it out. Jackson again in high gear. Chases it down along the end boards. A minute and a half to go in the first period. Here comes Kayla Dewar for the Lakers. She can't quite control. And the Roos are going to take this one back the other way. It's actually Doree. Sorry, Kayla. Back deep in the Roos end, it's Sydney Valaquette. She's in a wrestling match. Well done by the Roos, taken by Abby Tate. Here comes Tate out to center ice. Over the blue line, right side. Tate tried to push that one in front, but it's taken away before she can. Down to 45 seconds in the first period. Roos will get a change here, maybe their last one of the period, we'll see. Misplay on the Laker clearing attempt that allows Valaquette to get it, and she misplays it as it's held in nicely by Katie Demers. Here come the Roos. Wrist shot right on. Christensen with the save. Nice looking shot there by Danica Lalone, the lone goal scorer between these two teams yesterday. Pushed back in deep by the Roos with 12 seconds left. Roos looking to try to create a turnover here. Lakers looking to try to get one last shot off. Comes back to center ice. Roos push it in deep, and that'll do it for the first period of play. Entertaining first period of play. Oswego had the chances early, and then the Roos had some terrific chances late, and so did the Lakers. That's pretty good action there, particularly in the last, say, 7 or 8 minutes, as both teams have had some pretty good chances. But I guess really the story of the first period, Molly Lenahan and Ava Christensen, the two goaltenders for these two squads, as they were both perfect. Lenahan, the junior from Nova Scotia, and Christensen, the freshman from Illinois. And they've put up a couple loose eggs here after one period of play. We'll take a break and come back and join you for the second period of action here at the Ruse House with the Lakers and the Ruse 0-0. Welcome back, everyone. Underway here in the second period. The Roos and the Lakers. Scoreless game thus far. Roos going to take this one away. It would have been an offsides, but the Lakers took it back. Beal in her own end for the Roos. This is a pop fly off her stick. And it's into the Laker bench. Nice play by Coach Digby. Or at least finally had it for a moment. Shots on goal in the first period, 15 for the Lakers, 8 for the Roos. Probably, that's probably the two biggest stats of the first period, 15, 8 shots in favor of the Lakers, and then a 12-4 advantage in the face-off circle for the Lakers. That's a big one, and they just win that one right there. However, here come the Roos the other way. Pass Waters dumps it in. She'll go after herself in the corner. And the two teams will dig for it. Alex O'Brien had it. Now Parenti for the Lakers. Cote trying to steal it away from her. Out at center ice for the Roos. Asha Hansen sends it back in. The Lakers over the Roos blue line. 3-on-2 if they hurry. This pass not much on it. And Kyla Small will track it down for Canton. Small leaves it for O'Keefe. Kira sending it in down the left side. Nice hustle there by Jackson. Had it, lost it. Around the boards to Katie DeMars for the Lakers as they come back the other way. This centering pass takes a Laker bounce. That shot's fired wide. Good opportunity there. A fortuitous bounce for Oswego. They'll hold it in. Skating around everyone, top of the zone. That's DeMars. Back to the blue line. This shot is blocked nicely by Jackson, and here she comes. If she hurries, a breakaway chance. Sam Jackson shoots, the glove save. Knocked down by Christensen and smothered. Nice block shot by Sham Jackson. Tracked it down, got a decent opportunity down the left side. She tried to go far side, but it was Christensen with the glove save. Good scoring opportunity there for Canton. Riccobelli wins the draw for the Lakers at the blue line. Danica Lalone holds it in. And now we have a pile up in aisle 2. And we're going to get a whistle. We got 6 players in there, and they look like a twister match. Do people still know what twister is? You know, that's an old game. So, what's that? Is that right? Used to be one of your favorites. All right, well, makes sense then, I guess. One of those timeless ones, I guess, huh? Right up there with Monopoly, something like that. Life, they still play. Yeah, Life. Yeah. Is that right? Life's for Real. Trouble. Yeah, that was pretty good. Hockey, I like that one. Here we are. This one's lifted out of the Canton end back to the neutral zone where the Lakers shoot in. A few minutes gone here in the second, scoreless, just like yesterday between these two squads. This game not dissimilar to yesterday's contest. Here's a shot. Lenahan seeing everything right now. Snags that one with the glove like it was nothing. Alyssa Townsley and Abby Seaman also dressed for the Roos today. The two goaltenders, Erica Finney and Mia DeVivo. Mia? Mm-hmm. The other two goaltenders for the Lakers. Roos going to win this draw. Full head of steam for Kira O'Keefe. And she'll send it in deep. Panko after it for the Roos. Good hustle there by the senior defenseman from Brantford. In with Panko as pass waters. O'Keefe now, but the Lakers clear it out. Jane holds up the Laker forward coming over the blue line. That enables the Roos to take it away as Bailey Cote's got it off the boards. Nice play, sent in by O'Keefe as she goes for a line change. Lakers clear. Asha Hansen Takes it back for Canton. Good looking pass there, but it's off a stick of Kyla Small. The Roos are going to tip this one in. This Joey Schemenauer. Hard around for the Lakers. Kept in by the Roos. Nicely done. Here's Jackson in the right corner. Bodied off the play. Small will get it. Kyla plays it up the boards. Lakers take it away. 2-on-2. Back into the Canton end. Good D there by Asha Hansen. Pushes her player to a bad angle. The Lakers with the puck momentarily behind the goal. Back along the boards. Lakers pinch in. Here come the Roos the other way. Maybe a 2-on-1 if they hurry, but Jackson couldn't quite get that pass over to Sophie Bywater. Jackson looked like she was a little off balance, perhaps at the end of a shift as well, as she goes off, and Hansen has it. Asha off the boards, clears it out. Knocked off a stick and back into the Roos zone. We'll get an offsides called. Just one penalty in this game thus far. It's called against the Roos back in the first. No penalties here in the second. Have I mentioned the Roos coaching staff yet? I just figure the obligatory mentions for Canton. Of course, coached by Kaylee Hart. Assistant coaches Claire Tayo and Erica Sloan. Lalone, nice pass, cross ice. Here come the Roos. Wrist shot right on, rebound. Great chance there for Canton as Riley Enzel took the shot. Ashton Morris was there in the slot. Couldn't quite get the stick on it, but man, the rebound was there for Morris and the Roos. They were right there, almost had it. Real nice pass by Lalone to start that play over to Riley Enzel, a rink wide. And Enzel caught that one in full stride and had a nice opportunity. Pavlasova holds it in. Got it to the corner. Enzel couldn't quite stop that one with the stick, and it will allow the Lakers to come back the other way. Pavlasova back defensively. Here's a chance that's deflected. Jane Panko there for Canton. Roos the other way. Here comes Passwater. Her shot on, and it's Christensen with the save. Roos digging a little bit there. Lakers didn't appreciate it. Everybody's going to skate away. Passwaters against Riccobelli. Lakers win the draw. And then get it to center ice. Beals got it. Nice job there. She had a couple of Lakers bearing down on her. Passwater's there now along the boards, and she'll battle. Joined by a couple of Lakers and Cote. Oswego brings it back the other way. That was pretty close to being offsides by the puck carrier as she backed in. A hard around, held it at the left point. The Lakers looking to take the shot here. Lenahan saw it and used the blocker to move it to the corner. Kira O'Keefe manages to clear. Sent back in by Sydney Pinty for the Lakers. Along the end boards, Roos have it, and they'll clear. Controlling is Tilly Petrick. Petrick sends it in, Roos will get it. Here come the Lakers yet again. Here's Iverson looking to feed it in tight. That would have been a terrific pass, but Dix couldn't quite get her stick on it. Here come the Roos the other way, looking for an odd person rush, and that one's going to go in deep. Jackson is after it. She uses her speed to get it, plays it back to the blue line. Valaquette, high slot, sends it into the far corner. Controlling there is Iverson. Valaquette stepping up, disrupting the play. I think we're going to get an offsides there. Maybe came back out and off the skate of Abby Tate. Back into the zone before Jackson could come out of the zone. 11:59 to go. Approaching the midway point of this one. Here's Jackson off the draw, flips it forward for herself and heads after it. And we're going to get a whistle here and a penalty upcoming. Looks like everybody's okay despite a big fall into the boards in the right corner. Officials are going to discuss this a little bit. The question's going to be, are they going to go with the 2? They're going to go with a 5? That was a pretty heavy hit in the corner. Now the 2 referees are going to discuss it a little bit more. Big call forthcoming here for both of these 2 teams. Obviously. It's going to be a 5, yeah. Boarding is going to be the call. It'll be a 5-minute major against the Lakers. They had 2 up on the board there, unless they change it, right? No, yeah. It looked to me like the official put her hand up for 5. We'll see. Right now on the board, they got 2 2-minute penalties against Shea J-Seal, but that's not going to stay, right? Yeah, now they took it down. Now they put up a 2. I thought, didn't it look like she held her hand out like a 5? And if it was a 2, I don't know if she'd be talking with Coach Digby quite this long, right? I mean, clearly it was a penalty, so he's not going to be complaining about that. A lot of discussion. The official that was there saw it clearly, and then she discussed with the linesman for a bit, and she went back and discussed with her fellow referee for a bit. Now a long discussion with Coach Digby, and now a discussion with Coach Hart for the Roos. It's still 2 minutes up on the scoreboard, so maybe it's just going to be a 2. They did. Now they changed it to 5. They changed it to 5:01. In the history of hockey, I don't think there's ever been a penalty for a 5:01. It's a decent area code, but not a penalty. I'm going to wait here. So big call there. We were uncertain for a while. Looked like a 5, then it was 2 2s, then it was 1 2. Now it's a 5:01. We'll get it. But it's going to be a 5-minute major against Shea J-Seal for the Lakers. And, she got up. I don't think it was intentional. She got up and she kind of gave Sham Jackson a tap like, hey, sorry about that. But it'll be if we get it on the clock up, okay, it'll be a 5-minute major for the Roos. And what an opportunity here. Time of the penalty, 8 minutes and 11 seconds of the second period, and they just put up 2 minutes. Now another 2 minutes. So they got, we're back to the 2-minute minors. Right? It's not going to be it, gang. Now we're down to 1 2-minute penalty. We're getting there, right? It's like clock follies, right? Or scoreboard follies. Yeah. I want to try again. Come on, BOC, you got it. Maybe we should have just taken the 5 minutes and taken a tick off the clock, huh? Settle for the 5:01 penalty. Then that'd really mess up everybody on the stats, right? I don't know how they're going to do this here. I mean, you got to wonder at this point, is it a malfunction with the clock, right? Because it just doesn't seem to want to do it. It'll offer up a 2, it'll offer up 2 2s, it'll offer up a 5:01. Now it's got nothing. At this point, though, it's a little bit easier because the Oswego player in the box, J-Seal, she can't come out for 5 minutes, right? So she can't come out until the clock reads 6:49. So everybody gets that. It's a little bit different if it's a 2-minute penalty where if Canton scores, they're going to come out right away. It's a little harder to keep track of, I guess. So right now they're going to put no time up on the clock, but everybody agrees, yeah, let's move forward. And we know that she can come out at 6:49, but the Roos, don't ask me to do the math as this power play progresses, but the Roos have a 5-minute major Here's major power play. Here's Anzel. Over to Pavlasova. Lucy Beal. Down the left side, Danica Lalone. Back to Beal. Pavlasova. Now it's Anzel. Nice pass down to Lalone. Danica in front. Shoots. Save made. Rebound is there. The shot bounces wide. Got blocked in front. Pavlasova. Nice pass to Beal. High slot. Back down the left side. Anzel battles to keep it for the Roos. Now here's Lalone again. She almost had one moments ago. Here's a wrist shot. That's blocked. Beal's got to get over there quickly. She does. Back down to the wing. Anzel's got it. Beal at the point. Roos have held it in the entire time thus far on the power play. Beal high slot. Left side for Anzel. O'Reilly to the right side. Feeds it in front. That's taken away by the Lakers. Look, the trip there or just a fall. Don't know. Here's Lalone as the Roos keep it in. Beal in the slot. Left side, Anzel couldn't tee it up. Stopped it with her skate. Back to Beal. A couple players fall down. Beal down the left side. Nice pass. Lalone in front. She's going to shoot, and it's a nice save by Christensen. Lalone tried to go 5-hole. That's a big stop for the Lakers, not just to keep the puck out of the net, but also that Christensen held on, and it gives the Lakers a chance to get a change here shorthanded as that group on the PK was out there for over a minute straight. The Lakers still haven't been able to clear it out. Valaket goes down the left side. Here's O'Keefe. Kira around, tried to get it around the boards. Instead, though, it hit the net. Valaket's going to pinch down in to try to keep the puck in the Laker end, but instead it's cleared out. Good clear there for Oswego. I think that was Julia Power. And the Roos with another, a little over 3 minutes to go on the power play. Pass Waters down the left side. Isabella leaves it there. Back out to the blue line for Valaket. O'Keefe in the corner. Valaket. O'Keefe on the wing. Dumps it around the boards. Played back up top by Cote. Now to Pass Waters. Her shot block comes back to her. Nice play by Pass Waters to hold. She gets it down the left side. Skates toward the goal. Tries to deflect it in. Nice save by Christensen. In behind the net. Here's a jam attempt along the right post for the Roos. That was Cote. Christensen with the save. Big 5-minute major here for the Roos, and the power play has looked excellent so far, just unable to put one by the goaltender Christensen. A little under 2.5 to go here on the power play for Canton, and it's a clear for the Lakers, and they'll get a chance to change up here. About 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the Canton power play. A golden opportunity here for the Roos. Here comes Danica Lalone, the goal scorer from yesterday. Danica dances over the blue line and down the left side, jammed up along the boards, but the Roos will hold. Good job there by Kyla Small as she came in before the Lakers could clear. Now it's out to the blue line for Beal. Beal holding. Now to the left side for Anzel. Back to Beal. Beal right side. Pavlasova. High slot Beal. Anzel. Riley spinning back to Lalone. Danica to Riley. Beal. Lucy plays it over to Pavlasova. Her shot in front. Rebound, long one. Blocked down. Anzel's got it again. Her shot pad save made by Christensen. She has been spectacular. Beal now at the point trying to hold in. Great job. Pavlasova, high slot to the side of the goal as Lalone tried to redirect it in front, but it was just over the goal. Here's Anzel winding up in another pad save by Christensen. Beal can't quite hold it in. We're down to about a minute to go on the Roos power play. Pavlasova, nice job holding it in. Here comes Beal down the slot. She'll take one, it whistles wide. Pavlasova in the right corner. Anna's held up, but she stays on her skates and frees it up. Well done. Here comes a chance out in front. It's going to trickle off the stick of O'Keefe and into the corner. Roos trying desperately to score the first goal of the game here. And the Lakers' PK has been outstanding, but really the story so far has been Christensen. Now Valaket over to Panko. Her shot, score! Roos score! Jane Panko from the point. And it's 1-0 Canton as they connect on the power play. What a power play it was. Great puck movement. And finally, the Roos break through as Jane Panko connects. And it's 1-0 Canton. The senior from Brantford, Ontario, let that one rip. And let's not kid ourselves, she knows how to celebrate. That was awesome. Power play goal for Canton, and they've still got, what did I say? They still got about 30 seconds on the power play, maybe 34 seconds. I wasn't a math major. And it's 1-0 Canton. Terrific power play. They had so many opportunities, and Christensen was so good. But finally, the Roos were able to connect as they reversed the puck and got it over to Jane Panko, and bam, back of the net. Jane let it rip. Wasn't there a song in the 80s? Maybe it was the 90s. Janie's Got a Gun. Catchy. It was a good song. Jane's got a gun. She fired it today here for the Roos into the back of the net. Here's Carocchio. Got it in front. This one's going to be cleared out by the Lakers as Oswego is now back at full strength. So the Roos with a 5-minute power play opportunity, and they got a goal out of it. Jane Panko with the score for the Roos. Here's Pavlasova. Gets it back in deep. Jackson in for Canton. Couldn't quite control it, but Pavlasova, well, it's whacked off her stick. Nice job by the Lakers. They clear. Carocchio holds it in. Sham Jackson's got it. She'll take a shot. It's blocked. It'll come back to her. In behind the net. For the Lakers, it's Julia Power. She'll send it out. Lakers are on a tail end of a shift, so it'll be a solo operation here for the Lakers, and a good one there. Nice little wrist shot by Katie DeMars. Steered away by Lenahan. And after that 5-minute major power play, the Roos have a lead in shots on goal. And they were down shots on goal at the end of one. The shots were 15-8, but right now on the scoreboard anyway, and that's unofficial. It's 21-17 for the Roos, so that's a 13-2 advantage here this period. But we're going to get a penalty here, an opportunity for the Lakers to take a few shots of their own, as we're going to get a slashing call here against Asha Hansen. Maybe you call that a slasher on Hansen. What do they call it? All right, Roos with the 1-0 lead with the Lakers on the power play. Time of the penalty, 14 minutes, 57 seconds. They're going to talk a little bit about this one to Coach Digby, and like to break away from that. Off the draw, the Lakers control. They've got a chance of their second power play opportunity of the contest, but this one is quickly cleared all the way back down the other end by the Roos. Lucy Beal. Passwaters gets there quickly, trying to take advantage of the Lakers' uncertainty of who was going to take the puck there. But Oswego quickly comes back the other way in the power play. Minute 34 left with the advantage for Oswego. Lakers controlling. Here's a wrist shot. Lenahan with the save. Beal kind of slaps it over into the corner. Lakers controlling. Look out. Here's a backhander blocked. Back into the corner again. Lakers controlling. This time they'll play it up to the point for Jaceel as the Lakers control near the blue line. Here's Cooley. This one's knocked down in front. Comes all the way back out to center ice. 55 seconds to go on the Laker advantage. A collision on the blue line allows the Roos to send it back the other way. Coach Digby not happy. He thought that was a a penalty call. Oh, look out. Oh, 2 cross checks to the face of Sham Jackson. Oh, no. She's holding her mouth. The first one kind of hit the side of her helmet, and the second one got her right in the mouth. And I'll be shocked if that's not a major. The first one was bad enough because it was to the head, but the second one was right to the mouth. Oof. Trainer Chris Scuderi going to look at Sham Jackson. And we got Lalone going off of the ruse. And someone else going off for the Lakers. I didn't catch the number for the Lakers, to be honest with you. Now, there's 39 seconds left on the penalty to Asha Hansen for Canton. And if it's not a 5 against the Lakers, I got to think the only reason it's not is because they already called a 5. But that was a blatant cross-check to the face, really. Not to overstate it, but pretty clear. Trainer's still looking at Sham Jackson. Over on the ruse bench. Or Chris, step away. Yeah, let's see. Where's Sham? I don't see her over there. Hopefully her teeth are the same way as when she got here today, right? It's going to be a 4-on-3. So I think what's going to happen, I'm guessing here, right? No, I'll take it back. It's still going to be a Laker power play. Wow. So I guess those are matching minors. Wow. All right, Passwater. Yeah, it's a 5-on-4, so it's still a Laker power play. As they move forward, I'm going to have to check online here on the live stats. I can't hear the announcements from inside the rink. I'm up in the penalty press box area, and it's got a glass here, so I can't hear them. So sorry if you're not figuring out why I can't figure out what the penalties are here. There's 5 seconds left on the Laker power play. So Hansen's ready to get out of the box, and here she comes. So she's going to check to the bench. The Roos are going to be back at full strength. And we're going to skate 5-on-5 here. Lakers going to backhand this one out to center ice. Here come the Roos, and they'll shoot in. So nice job of the Roos to kill off that Oswego power play. Here's a chance that goes wide. Roos controlling here. Nice feed in front, backhand save. Christensen, another save off the rebound. Jammed that, and we'll get a whistle. Some more pushing and shoving after the whistle. Nice job by Christensen to keep that one out. Yeah, it looks like it was Riccobelli going off. Lalone got 2 minutes for roughing, and Riccobelli got 2 minutes for roughing. And yeah, I think Oswego probably caught a break there. And so, two teams getting it full strength here. Canton holding it in. Lila Cudney's there. This one fed down into the Canton end. Sydney Valaquette's got it along the end boards. Can't quite clear, however. Kept in by the Lakers as it comes back out to the blue line. D to D sent in deep. Valaquette after it along with the Lakers' Dory. Valaquette's going to come up with this one and send it out. Played forward for the Roos. That was Borzo. Comes free for Anzel. Her shot is kicked aside. Good chance there for Riley Anzel. Borzo has it slide away from her. Riley had a good chance there to give the Roos a 2-goal lead. Stolen away. Knocked off the stick of Small, but Kyla's going to go after it herself and get it in behind the Laker goal. Back out to Jane Panko. Jane banks this one off the boards deep. Shane Jackson gets her stick held. Nice to see her back on the ice after taking that hit to the head. The Roos are going to hold this one in yet again. It's Lucy Beal on the point. Rink wide. Panko, wrister off a leg. Wide off the end boards. Taken by Georgia Cunliffe and out to center ice. Roos doing a nice job at center ice. They've bottled up the Lakers a bit here in the second. Much better than in the first, for sure. Passwaters going to smartly just play that one off the boards and get it out with 20 seconds to go in period number 2. Here's a chance for the Lakers. Good job stepping on D was Lucy Beal with 7 seconds to go. Passwaters is going to smartly just hold this one along the boards and let the time expire here in the second period. Well, a strong second period for the Roos, highlighted by a 5-minute power play opportunity, which resulted in the Jane Panko goal to give Canton the 1-0 lead at the end of 2 periods of play. Let me take a look at some of the stats here for you before we let you go for the intermission. You go see Jimmy down at the concession stand, see what he's got for me. Maybe a hot dog, popcorn. Shots on goal right now. According to the stats, you got Canton with 25 and Oswego with 21. So shots on goal, 25-21 in favor of Canton. And let's take a look who assisted Jane on that goal. Jane Panko with the goal, Sydney Valaquette with the lone assist. And again, that's a power play goal for the Roos. Some other stats for you on the power play. Oswego 0 for 2, Canton 1 for 2. Obviously the difference in the game. Of course, the Roos benefited from that 5-minute major. Penalties in the game. Canton with 3 and Oswego with 2. There was a matching minors in that second period. Face-offs won 24, Oswego 10 for the Roos. So a big advantage there for the Lakers in the face-off circle, 2010. Block shots, the Roos have been fantastic blocking shots. They've got 5 of them. Lakers have 1. So that's a look at the stats through 2 periods of play. And, of course, the most important stats, the one on the scoreboard right now. It's Canton 1, Oswego 0 after 2 periods of play. We'll be back for the final period in just a bit. All right, we're ready for the third period of action here at the Ruse House. Canton leading Oswego 1-0. That was the score. That was the final score yesterday. Will it be the final score here today, or will we see some more goals here in the third period? This has been an entertaining contest. Jane Panko, lone goal scorer thus far today. Yesterday it was Danica Lalone for the Ruse with the lone goal. The seniors getting on the scoreboard this weekend. The Ontario seniors getting on the scoreboard so far this weekend. There's Lalone right there. She sends it in deep. Underway here in the third period. The Lakers bring it over and send it deep. Pavlasova back to her defensive partner. That's Beal, and she'll clear. Carried back in by Van Dam. Her wrister is blocked nicely by Pavlasova. Look out, here comes O'Keefe. She's got Passwaters with her. O'Keefe with the wrister that's gloved down by Christensen. First stoppage in play, 46 seconds into the third period. Got that one on your bingo card. Lakers to center ice. Here's Dory getting it deep. Panko after it. She gets jammed up on the pop fly along the end boards. Taken there by Passwaters. She'll follow up her own pass and get it. O'Keefe now at center ice, and she'll flip it in. Slides down to Christensen, and she's going to cover it. We'll have a face-off in the Oswego end with a $1:15 gone in the third. Draw one by Canton. Valaquette sends it behind the net. Rather poetic, isn't it? Back to the wing. And it's held in by the Ruse. You see how I literally bonked my head on the glass. Again. And the Lakers clear out before any further head damage happens. I was trying to look down the ice. I bonked my head on the glass. That's pretty good. Might be like a head print on the glass after that. DeMars carries it over. We'll get an offsides call against the Lakers. We're going to penalty. That cross check against the Ruse. Big opportunity here for Oswego. Penalty against Kyla Small. She'll get 2 for a cross check. I didn't see it. Cross checking against Canton, and here's the 4th power play opportunity of the game for Oswego. Oh, and what a chance it is to try to knot this one up. Nice pass in front, backhander, save Lenahan, rebounds in front, jamming at it. Ooh, boy, you could argue the Ruse just smothered that puck. Now it's not in the crease. If it's in the crease, it's I think a penalty shot, right? But yeah, falling on the puck there and just kind of making sure it doesn't come out, smothering it was Carocchio. Lakers with 1:49 on the power play. They'll win the draw. They've done that most of the day. Cross ice pass from Coley. Back to Coley in the left point. Back the other way. Now the slot for Pinty. Coley. Back to Pinty. Her wrister. I think Lenahan got a piece of that one. Coley off the end boards. Back to Pinty up high. She winds, fakes the shot. This wrister's blocked and cleared. Wrist shot by Georgia Cunliffe was knocked down and cleared out by the Roos. Coley back over the blue line. Nice job by Cunliffe to hold that blue line with her back skate to avoid the offsides. 1 minute to go on the Laker power play. Feet in front, redirection goes wide. Nice looking pass there by Cunliffe, but Lakers were unable to tip that one home. Here's a shot, another block by the Roos, and Sham Jackson spins and shoots at the length of the ice. Roos will go for a quick change other than Passwaters, who hightails it down to the other end. Hustles her way, couldn't quite come up with the puck. 30 seconds to go for the Lakers on the power play as they bring it forward. Nice job carrying it over the blue line, that's Parenti. But as she sends it around the boards, it's intercepted and cleared by the Roos. Errant pass here, brought in by Sydney Valaquette. Nice pass over to Beal, and Beal, well, a little bit of a mistake. She got a lot on that, which is great. She lifted it up high, but unfortunately for Canton anyway, it's into the Roos bench, and it'll be a face-off back in the Canton zone, exactly what they didn't want. If that goes down the other end, the power play's probably over. 7 seconds left on the penalty against the Roos, so a bit of a break here for the Lakers. See if they can capitalize on it. Danica Lalonde will take the draw for Canton against Megan Smith for the Lakers. Smith wins it. Lakers still with the advantage. Here's one that goes wide. Parenti pinches in. Comes in behind the net. Beal's got it. Beal clears it as the penalty is over and the Roos clear out. So a big penalty kill there for the Roos in the third period. Lakers, not too many great chances there. Here's a chance. O'Keefe with a wrister right on. And it's Christensen with the save. Much better game today than yesterday for the Roos. Now, the Roos won yesterday, 1-0, but 44 shots on goal yesterday for the Lakers. Here today, we're in the third. They've got 22. As a matter of fact, the Roos out shooting them unofficially 28-22. And although, 15 of those 22 shots of the Lakers came in the first period. So the Lakers had the advantage in the first period, but definitely Roos with the advantage in the second, and pretty good so far here in the third. The Lakers did have a power play chance. Carried back in by the Lakers. Down the left side, Roos D solid once again. Here's a pass up for Lalonde, and look out. Here comes Danica Lalonde, one-on-one into the zone. Lalonde skates in front of the goal, tries to stuff it home, and Christensen with a nice save. Danica Lalonde, great opportunity there. What speed, beautiful move, but it was Ava Christensen with the save. Lalonde trying to sweep it across the front of the goal. Just a terrific looking play, start to finish there for the Roos. They stole the puck away, got it up to Danica Lalonde, and a nice opportunity for her. Roos with it yet again. That's Anzellen behind the net. She couldn't quite control. Lakers are going to try to get it out. They will. Anzell's going to send it right back in. Lakers 3-on-2 if they hurry into the Roos zone. Centering pass gets by everybody. Smart play there for Lila Cudney. It was going to hit her skate. She just lifted her skate and let it slide over to the boards harmlessly as opposed to something back into the slot area. This shot's blocked. Now there's one on net. Lenahan with the save. Rebound. Back out in front. Look out. Here's the wrister. That just bounces over the net. I don't know if that hit a stick or if Lenahan got it. Here's a chance again for the Lakers in the slot. Save made by Lenahan. Rebound scramble. It's going to slide to Lenahan, and she smothers it. Big chances there for the Lakers. Ooh. Several great opportunities. Puck all over the slot area in the front of the net. But Lenahan has been outstanding. And again, the Roos doing a nice job blocking some shots along the way. Off the draw, the Lakers control. Coley at the blue line, holding. She plays it over to Pinty. Pinty down the right side, comes back to her. Her shot fans on it. Chance for the Roos to clear here. Schemenauer out to center ice. Small trying to tip it forward. Lakers take it away. Coley held up. Sent in by Iverson. Jane Pankow there for the Roos. Asha Hansen there to get it. Wraps it around the boards. Held in by the Lakers. Good job there by Pinty. Pop fly over to Coley. She sends in deep. Good job there by the Roos D. They're going to tie it up in the corners. A pair of players from each squad dig for it. 13 to go here in the third period. It's a 1-0 game. Pankow holds it along the boards, finally wrestles it free, gets it around the boards. Sam Jackson knocked into the boards. Roos tip it out, and they'll get it out. Smartly played. Just get it out of there, and Schemenauer. That's an icing call. Wow. I thought it was slow enough where somebody's going to catch up to it. Nobody did, and icing's the call, and it'll come back in the Roos end. So they cannot change. Can't get the change they wanted to, and it'll also be back in their zone. So a little bit of a break there for the Lakers. On a call that probably could have went either way, but icing called nonetheless. Wind-up shot blocked. A blast taken by Tilly Petrick. Blocked by Sham Jackson. She's having herself a game. Number of blocks here by the Roos today have been outstanding. Passwaters to take the draw against Parenti. Controlled by the Lakers and sent in deep by Power. Pavlasova almost took it. Now she had it momentarily out to the blue line, but not out. Look out. Here comes a chance in front. A shot, a score. We're knotted at one apiece. Julia Power held that puck in at the high slot. Skated down the slot, let the wrister go. Finds the back of the net, and it's 1-1 time of the goal. 7 minutes, 42 seconds of the third period, and we are tied. Julia Power with the wrister finds the back of the net. And that's the first goal of the weekend for the Lakers. Shut out yesterday by Lenahan, and Lenahan's been fantastic here today, but through a crowd that time, Power manages to knot it at one. Who's trying to clear. Lalone had it slide away from her. Valaquette back to get it for Canton. She'll go up the boards trying to get it to Danica. Backhanded, but not out. Look out, chance for the Lakers here. Wrist shot, that's blocked again by the Roos and sent deep. Or sent wide, I should say. And then Lalone manages to clear. Is this one going to be icing? Yeah. The Canton coaches are complaining a little bit. Like, that's the second icing that it looked like somebody maybe could have caught up with it with a little bit more hustle. That one looked a little more convincing that it was icing, but the one before that was like, well, yeah, going either way. Lakers again with a face-off win. Pankow ties up her player, but the Lakers hold it in along the blue line. That's a Riccobelli. Coley after it, and she holds it in. Sydney Valaquette there for the Roos. Over to Pankow, hits it hard off the glass and out. This one will not be icing as it slides on in back into the Lakers zone. As they clear, it's Pavlasova back for the Roos, along with Carocchio. Roos send it in deep. Held in at the blue line by Pavlasova. Back down along the end boards. Here's Sham Jackson. She's tied up. Lakers going to tie this one up along the wing. Ten and a half to go in the third. We're knotted at one. Lakers sending it in deep. comes to center ice. It'll be Power, the goal scorer from just a couple moments ago. Lakers shoot that one in. This one's going to come back out. Unable to hold it in was Tilly Petrick. Ooh, yeah, Ruse almost stole that one away. What a chance that would have been for Kira O'Keefe. O'Keefe's got it. She does steal it away. O'Keefe takes the wrister, and that's deflected up over the goal. Nice look there for Kira O'Keefe. Parenti for the Lakers sends it in. Valaquette smartly played around the boards. Over for Cote. Out to O'Keefe. Kira will send it in and go for a change as it bounces wide of the net. Good hustle there by Valaquette. Almost got to it. Lakers are going to take it back, though. Ashton Morris sends it back for the Ruse. Big hit along the boards. And Zell trying to find Lalone. Tipped by the Lakers. They got the puck. Look out. In front. Lenahan with the save. She'll cover it with the glove. 8:52 to go in the third. Knotted 1-1. It's been a good game. This has been a good one. Megan Smith and Ashton Morris to take the face off. Smith wins it. Wrister. Lenahan save. Rebound. Score. Score in front for the Lakers. They take a 2-1 lead. On the rebound in front, it was Jenna Majewski for the Lakers. Majewski had that one pop right back onto her stick. No doubt Lenahan would like that one back. I think she just picked that initial shot up late, and that rebound came right back out to Majewski, and it's 2-1. The Roos, who've been in the lead since the second period, now find themselves trailing for the first time this weekend. Right at the Lakers, they've been working and working and working, finally get a couple. And now it's up to the Roos to get one back with 8.5 to go. We're going to get an icing call, third one here in the last few minutes against Canton. Back-to-back third period goals for the Lakers. And not just this game, I mean yesterday's game too, right? Between these two teams, outstanding. Each team's got 2 goals so far on the weekend. Here's Sham Jackson moving it up for Small. Small sends it in and goes after it herself for the Roos. As it comes up the board, it's cleared out by the Lakers. And Kyla's going to come all the way back and get it for Canton. Deflected deep into the Canton end as the Lakers go for changes. Dory back to disrupt for Oswego. Sydney Valaquette's going to gather it. Stops momentarily behind the net. Over to the wing. Kira O'Keefe clears it out. Pass Waters tries to dig it free. Sent back in. Parenti is there. Well done by Lucy Beal. Use her body to push the defender away and clear it out. We can get another icing? Yeah. 4 for $1. 7:13 to go here in the third period. 2-1 Lakers with the lead. Shots on goal right now unofficially 29-29. Gives you an indication of just how close and good this game's been. Who's going to win a draw here? They do, and clear it out. This one's going to float down to Molly Lenahan. She's going to hold on to that one. Ashton Morris wins the draw for the Roos. They fail to clear, however. Back up the boards, tipped, and look out. Here comes Lalone. Danica over on the left side. She's going to stop and hold on. She'll play it back to the blue line. Pavlisova with a shot. Save made by Christensen. Rebound in behind the net. Jammed that. It's free in front. The Lakers going to take it. Well done by Christensen. Nice looking play there by the Roos. Smartly just sent in front by Pavlisova and gave the opportunity for the Roos to really go after it. Lakers managed to clear it though, and they'll send it in deep. Pavlisova off the end boards. Roos looking to clear. They don't. Turned over. They'll get it back. Pavlisova all over the ice. She'll clear it out. Lakers back on the attack though. Centering pass taken away. Here comes Jackson. Poked off her stick. She got it deep, though. 6 minutes to go, third period. 2-1 Oswego with the lead in this SUNY battle. Good job by Valaquette moving her skates to get back to that pass. So send it around to Jane Panko, who's got the goal for the Roos. Back over for the Lakers. Passwater. Nice job there. Isabella. Now it's O'Keefe. She'll push this one in deep. Well, nice job there by Bailey Cote. Lifting the stick of the Laker. Disrupting the clearing attempt. Oswego yet to clear up. They should be in pretty good shape here, and they will. This one going to go for icing? It is. That pass doesn't connect. It'll go for icing, and we'll be back with a face-off in the Oswego end with 4:55 to go in the third. Off the draw, the Lakers control, but they turn it over. Here's a feed in front, jammed that. Christensen with the save. Nice chance there for the Roos. Look out. We're going to get a penalty? No penalty called. Lenahan with the save. Wow, I thought that could have been a penalty against the Roos there, coming down the Roos zone down that right side was Liliana Ficcaro. And she got dragged down a bit, but I guess it's, 4:40 left in the third. They're going to let a little bit go. Lakers win the draw. Coley trying to send it in deep, blocked by Riley Anzel. Here comes Danica Lalone. Lalone trying to flip it off the boards to herself. Good D there by the Lakers. Oswego able to clear out to center ice. Coley diving forward. Back to Lenahan as she played it forward. It was doesn't quite get to Pavlisova. Now Anna's got it. Taken there by Kyla Small. Up for Sham Jackson. Now Anzel. 3-on-3 into the Lakers zone. Anzel ridden into the boards. Jackson's going to take the puck though. Here's a feed in front. Unable to get a stick on it was Small. There's a wrister from the blue line by Lucy Beal that misses everything. Back to the side of the net. Roos working hard. Jackson feeds it to the front of the net. Push just wide. Chance there for the Roos and a good one. Beal pinches in again. D-to-D pass. Penko with a shot. That's blocked. Nice job there by the Laker D. Canton working hard, getting opportunities here late in the game, trailing by one. Here's Jackson trying to move in front of the net, push to the side of the goal, now in back. Beal's going to pinch. Down the right side, Lucy Beal. Jackson is there, and she wrestles it away. Here's Sham Jackson along the end boards. Jackson had it, couldn't quite control, and this one's going to be icing, I think. Sure is. And you see some Laker players, they're tired. They're exhausted out there, and they're going to have to stay out there because of the icing. You can see Majewski that she was kind of doubled over with her stick on her knees, trying to catch her breath. She's not the only one. Big face-off here, just under 3 to go. Roos are going to win it. You got a tired Laker defense out there. Here's Pavlosova's shot just wide. Here's a shot. Score! Off the goalie and in. An impossible angle, but the Roos have tied it at 2-2. How about that? Looked like it was harmless coming off the end boards, and there's a celebration for Kira O'Keefe. Yes. The tough angle by O'Keefe, and she got it up off the goalie's body to the back of the net. And how about that? We're nodded at 2. Kira O'Keefe, everybody's favorite Coloradian. I never get that right, but Coloradian? She's from Colorado? Yeah. 2-2. Kira scores. And I think, what is that, her 5th goal of the year? Wow, absolutely huge. You know, Roos was working for some opportunities, and they finally cash in and tie this one up here in the 3rd period, and we are knotted at 2. Look out, Lakers hold it in along the blue line. Rink-wide pass controlled by DeMars. Along the end boards, Pavlosova, she's been solid. Gets it to the blue line, but not out. Puck is loose. Lakers hold in. Valaquette's got to hurry. Coming in on her was Cunliffe. Passwaters has been solid. She'll take it off the glass and clear. 2-minute warning here in the 3rd period. O'Keefe's going to shoot this one in. Smart play there by Kira. She's going to get off. 2-2 the score. Puck almost stolen away and now is. Enzel stepping up. Lalone along the boards. Enzel gets it over the blue line with a 1:35 to go. Lakers looking to bring it the other way. Lucy Beal steps in and holds up. Panko, nifty pass to Beal. Back up to Enzel. She couldn't control. Comes out to center ice. Watching the clock now in this 2-2 game. Nice steal by Beal. Lucy over the blue line. Takes the shot up high, and it goes just over the net. Christensen didn't know where the rebound was. I think that got her shoulder or her face mask on a nice shot by Lucy Beal. Roos back in again. Here's Small with a drive. That's deflected wide. Partially blocked on that one. Under a minute to go between these two. Roos hold it in. That's Small, yeah. Small holds it in. Wrestling match along the boards. Tip back in deep. Here comes Sham Jackson. Jackson holds, flips it toward the front of the net. Nobody there. 40 seconds left in the 3rd. This one's pushed in deep once again. Roos are all over it right now. Here's Valaquette with a wrister in deep. Jackson flips it toward the front of the net. Comes out to Pavlosova. D to D, Valaquette. Her wrist shot wide of the goal. 20 seconds to go. Pavlosova pinches in. It comes back out to Small. Backhands it in deep. 10 seconds to go. Puck in the corner. 5 seconds left. And we're headed overtime. How about that for a 3rd period? These two teams played 5 periods of hockey before this 3rd period, and they had 2 goals. This 3rd period, they get 3 goals. 2 for the Lakers, 1 for the Roos, and we're tied at 2, headed to the overtime period. Wow. That's an awesome game. And we still got more. Hold those dinner reservations that you had for 5 o'clock and push them back a little bit. We got some 3-on-3 hockey upcoming. As if yesterday's game wasn't good enough, today's game even a little better. We'll get an extra session. As you know, here in overtime, it's all about possession, right? And we'll see who comes out with the puck first for the overtime 3-on-3 stanza. Men's basketball, I'm kind of following that on the line. Canton leading Plattsburgh right now 49-40. That's with about 15 to go in the second half. That's a good one. Rouge women fell today earlier to the Cardinals women's basketball team, ending a 4-game win streak for Canton. They've been playing great. Both basketball teams recorded victories last night in Potsdam. Men's hockey on the road this evening for the Rouge. Everybody catching their breath a little bit here between the third period and overtime because this one's been awesome. For Canton, it looks like they're going to start with Pavlasova and Lalone and Anzel. For the Lakers, Cunliffe and Van Dam. Take the draw, Megan Smith. All right, here we go. Almost. Get some directions here from the linesman, and here we go. Lakers are going to win the face-off, and Van Dam circles in her own end. Anzel, nice pressure on the puck, and she steals it away, and here comes Pavlasova. Pavlasova, she's got Lalone with her if she can see her. Nice D there by Van Dam. The Lakers take the puck back. Next goal's going to win it here, if there is one. Cunliffe stops along her own blue line. Both teams finishing up some changes. O'Keefe after trying to pressure the puck for the Rouge. Almost came up with it there. And we've got a Laker player falling down. Look out. Here's the pass, the high slot. Valaquette holding on. She'll retreat just a bit. Played nicely over to Passwaters. 3-on-3. Passwaters comes down the right side. Isabella in front. Takes the shot. Rebound. Saved by Christensen. Beautiful effort there by Isabella Passwaters. And Ava Christensen with the save. And then smothered it up on the rebound. One of the Lakers lost an edge in that right corner, and that gave the opportunity for the Rouge to hold that puck in the Lakers' zone. About a minute gone by in overtime. Face-off won by the Rouge. Nice play by Valaquette. She spins back. In the slot, nice move for the Rouge. There's a wrister just over the crossbar by O'Keefe. What a move by Kira. Almost ended it right there. She would have almost got her second of the contest. Rouge going to play it back out to center ice. Smart to maintain possession as Passwaters has it. Here comes Isabella back up ice again. Over on the left side, she'll pause. A little hesitation, then down the left side. Feet in front, deflected just wide. Didn't miss by much. Pavlasova in front with a great chance. Here's Anna Pavlasova. Gets rid of her defender. Tried to feed it up. Got it back. Out to Riley Anzel. Riley wrister, save, rebound. Covered up by Christensen. And the edge here in the early going of overtime to the Rouge with a couple of nice chances. Draw won by the Lakers. And Oswego looking for a chance here. Pavlasova, nicely done. She's going to body the player off the puck and hope to send the Rouge back the other way. 2-on-1 maybe if they hurry. Here come the Rouge. Cote down the right side. Cote flips it to hit the side of the net. Cote back in behind the goal. Rouge have it. Back out to Valaquette. Sydney shovels it down the boards. Anzel couldn't hold it, and now the Lakers will take it back. Nice little spin move, but Valaquette had it, lost it. It's up for grabs. Lakers have it midway through overtime. This is fun. It's going to come back into the Canton end. Valaquette with a chance there, but she's jammed along the boards. Oswego puck. Back out to the blue line. Good D there by Anzel. Holding on to it, though, is Pinty. Lakers still holding on. They control it. Here's the feed to the front of the net, blocked by the Ruse. Passwater's been all over the ice here in overtime. Oh, Lalonde couldn't quite knock that one down. If she did, might have had a chance with Passwaters. Now here's Passwaters taking it away. She'll hold on. Rink-wide pass. Valaquette's got it. She wisely holds up and gets it to Lalonde. Puck possession here in overtime for Canton. Down to 123. Valaquette looking to break in. She's in a wrestling match, and the Lakers are going to take it away. Here's Van Dam. Up ice. Unable to hold it was Megan Smith. Otherwise, she may have had a breakaway. Taken back by O'Keefe. Nice play. Here's Anzel. Can she catch up with it? Not quite. Hustle there by Van Dam. 5 minute play and here in overtime. Lakers bring it in. And now hold it in. Ruse jam at it. Riley Anzel's got it. Couldn't quite find Pavlasova. But Anna Pavlasova fights her way back to the puck. Now she's over the blue line. Pavlasova down on the left side. Moves out in front. Backhander. Just missed. Oh, she can't believe it. She had a lot of net to shoot at. Great move. And she almost got it on the backhander. But just barely missed here in the final minute. Stretch pass here for the Lakers. It's on sides. That was close. 20 seconds to go. Ruse trying to break back the other way. Here's Cote. Nifty move. Cote, pop fly in the Lakers zone. Who's going to get it? 12 seconds to go. Ruse can hurry. Here's Beal. Tried to find Passwaters. Couldn't connect. That might be it. Lakers take the puck in their own end. They're going to tie it up. And this one is going to end in a 2-2 tie. What a game. That was a game. And you want to talk about chances in overtime. Wow. Fantastic. 2-2 the final here. We're going to go to a shootout. The shootout won't mean anything in the standings. No points awarded for the shootout. It could be used as a tie-breaking factor at the end of the regular season. Let's say these two teams are tied in the standings. This could break the tie. So it does have some meaning, but no points in the standings. So this one will go 2-2 in the record books. And wow, that was entertaining. So on the weekend, Ruse win one and tie one, and Oswego drops one and ties one. I'm not sure who's happier for the tie here. Well, maybe nobody is. Of course you want to win, but you know, at one point it looked like the Ruse were going to win. They had the 1-0 lead for a long time. And then Oswego scores back-to-back goals in the third period, and it's looking like they're going to win it. Then Kira O'Keefe with the goal late for the Ruse. A beauty of a shot just off the goaltender and in. Unexpectedly, really, on an impossible angle. And that one sent us to overtime. And in overtime, wow, chance after chance after chance after chance. I'm not sure who had the best chances. Probably the Ruse had the best chances. Passwaters had a great opportunity. Pavlasova had a great opportunity. And Christensen was terrific in overtime. Lenahan, obviously, perfect in overtime as well. All right, first shot in the shootout is a score for Lauren Riccobelli. The freshman from Ohio made that one look easy. Pretty shot. And first up for the Ruse, Kira O'Keefe, who tied the game just moments ago and had another great opportunity after that as well. Here comes Kira. She's in. Backhander, save made. Nice one by Christensen. It looked like Kira had a chance at that one, but Christensen, the last moment, kicked it away. 1-0 after one round for the Lakers. Next up for Oswego, Georgia Cunliffe, the freshman from Ontario, Millgrove, Ontario. Right down the slot, she shoots and she scores. Cunliffe, right down the middle of the ice. She connects. And now Canton has to have the next three go their way, or the Lakers will capture the shootout. This one's going to be Riley Anzel. Got to score, or else the Lakers win it. 2-0 Lakers here in the bottom of the second round. Anzel shoots, scores. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty. That'll work. A wrister for Riley. She's pumped. 2-1. All right. Well, chance to win it here in the shootout for Megan Smith. If she doesn't get it, the Roos have an opportunity to tie in the third round. Here we go. Smith moving in. Backhander. That was pretty. Faked the forehand, brought it back, got the backhand to go, and the Lakers are going to win the shootout here 3-1. The Roos no need to take that third opportunity because they cannot come back on this one. But what a game. Fantastic action here at the Roos house today as these two teams battled back and forth. Roos score first. The Lakers get the next two. O'Keefe ties it up, and that's the way it's going to end despite great chances in overtime for each squad. That was some entertaining action for sure. Take a look real quickly at the at some of the stats for you. For Canton, goals by Panko and O'Keefe, 2 assists for Sydney Valaket, Anna Pavlasova with the other assist for the Roos. For Oswego, goals scored by Power and Majewski, assists for Van Dam and Cooley. Shots on goal in this one, Canton with 34, Oswego with 32, Lakers over 3 in the power play, Roos 1 for 2 on the power play. Face-offs 1. Well, this was the big advantage here for the Lakers, 37-18 face-off advantage for Oswego. Block shots, this was a big advantage for Canton. 10 block shots for the Roos, 2 block shots for the Lakers. So that's going to wrap it up here today from the Roos house, Terry Martin Arena. Hello to Coach Martin if he's watching here today. We'll see you soon, Terry. Final score, Canton 2, Oswego 2. Great women's hockey action here in the SUNYAC. We'll see you next game. Thanks for watching, everyone.